Doug Wead back with us now. Doug Wead.
Presidential historian Doug Wead.
Doug Wead, author of All the President's Children.
How did you come to serve in the Bush Sr. White House?
I was involved in charity work, and really because of a bunch of networkers that all came together.
Doug Wead, your excellent service in government at the White House and in the private sector, leading the effort for famine relief in Africa and Asia, is a reminder that wherever we work, we can work to serve others.
The Carters found out about it, the Reagans found out about it. We met the Bushes through that eventually.
It's Doug Wead, a senior advisor to the Ron Paul campaign. Doug, it's a pleasure. Welcome here.
I recognize this gentleman here with you, but I can't place him.
He's King Abdullah of Jordan, and he was raised in the United States, and he's a descendant of Muhammad the Prophet.
I've worked at 7 presidential campaigns. I've co-authored books with presidents. I've interviewed 6 or 7 of the presidents and first ladies and 19 of their children. And I served in the White House for 1 president and advisor to 2 presidents. And I have never served anyone more incorruptible than Ron Paul. I sleep better at night because he's a principled person who believes in the Constitution. And that offends sometimes some groups, this group or the other group, but it's a wonderful document, and there's nothing extreme, there's nothing dangerous, there's nothing wrong with the U.S. Constitution.
Joining me today is author and presidential historian Doug Wead.
Most people don't even know who the members of the Federal Reserve are, and they spend more money than the U.S. Congress. Nobody checks it, nobody questions it. So much of what is happening in the public arena in the debate of politics is totally transcended by the power and the significance of the Federal Reserve. They talk about a little tax here and a little tax there, and we'll lower this tax or raise this tax. It's meaningless compared to the trillions of dollars that are created by the Federal Reserve, which is a much bigger tax because it's diluting the value of the dollar that you have in your pocket, and that's a tax.
You have a personal connection to this. Explain.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I was kind of startled when the Fox producer called, said, you want to come on today and talk about Flag Day, because my grandmother's first cousin, Laura Prisk, is the so-called mother of Flag Day, and she's one that helped push that through Congress, and it was a big deal in our family. We always kept pictures of her and her life and kind of followed her history. So I had that interesting personal connection. I kind of had a chill go down my spine when the producer said, come on in and talk about Flag Day.
This is going to be pretty exciting. Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, said, whatever your hand findeth to do, do with all your might. You got a dream, you're going to go for it because you got the vehicle.